We all want it, don't we? Transformation, that seismic shift that turns the life we have into the life we know we could be living. So we chase it. We look for external solutions. We think a new job, a new city, a new relationship, or a new amount in our bank account will be the magic key that finally unlocks everything. But what almost always happens? We get the new thing, and after a brief high, we find ourselves right back where we started, carrying the same old frustrations, the same anxieties, the same fundamental dissatisfaction. That's because we've been looking in the wrong place. We've been trying to change the furniture in a house that's built on a crumbling foundation. Today, we're going to stop that. We're going to talk about the only leverage point that creates true, lasting change. The title of this video is a direct promise: master yourself and you will transform your life. This isn't a motivational platitude, it is, as far as I'm concerned, a law of nature. Forget about manipulating the outside world for a moment. Today we learn how to master the inner one. The reason most attempts at life transformation fail is simple. We try to use brute force instead of intelligent power. We try to force our external world to change, while our internal world, our impulses, our interpretations, our intentions, remains an undisciplined, chaotic mess. It's like trying to command a kingdom when the citadel, the very seat of your power, is undefended and in disarray. You can't project order onto the world from a place of inner chaos. It's impossible. So how do we fix this? We stop focusing on the kingdom and we start by securing the fortress. I call this approach the Citadel Principle. Imagine your inner self, your core consciousness, your power to choose, your will, as a fortified citadel at the center of your life. Everything in your external world, your kingdom, is a reflection of the strength and order within this citadel. If your citadel is breached by every stray impulse, every negative thought, every external opinion, then your entire kingdom falls into disarray. But if your citadel is strong, disciplined, and well defended, you can withstand any siege from the outside world and project strength and order outward. Self-mastery, then, is the art of mastering your inner citadel. And this mastery is built upon three great walls, three non-negotiable ramparts: the rampart of impulse, the rampart of interpretation, and the rampart of intention. Let's begin with the first wall, the rampart of impulse, mastering your body. Your body is the physical foundation of your existence. It's the ground upon which your citadel stands. Its base impulses, for comfort, for junk food, for laziness, for fleeting pleasure, can betray the mind's higher goals if left unchecked. A man who cannot command his own physical impulses is not a sovereign ruler. He is a slave to his appetites. Mastering this rampart isn't about ascetic self-denial. It's about proving to yourself on a daily basis that your conscious will is the master of the house, not your fleeting feelings. This mastery is forged in simple, non-negotiable disciplines. First, physical training. You must have a training protocol that you adhere to with near religious devotion. It doesn't matter if it's lifting, running, or martial arts. What matters is that you consistently choose voluntary hardship to build physical and mental resilience. You teach your body that discomfort is not something to be feared, but a necessary catalyst for growth. Second, dietary integrity. You stop treating your body like a garbage disposal. You fuel it with clean, whole foods that provide sustained energy, not the cheap, inflammatory junk that fogs your mind and weakens your will. This isn't about a diet. It's about a standard of self-respect. And third, the order of a solid sleep schedule. Mastering your sleep is a fundamental act of ordering your life. By mastering this first rampart, you build an unshakable foundation. You send a clear message to your subconscious: I am in control here. Now for the second wall, the rampart of interpretation, mastering your mind. If the body is the foundation, the mind is the gatekeeper. Events in the world have no inherent meaning. They are simply neutral occurrences. It is our interpretation of those events that determines our reality, that creates our suffering or our strength. This rampart is where the most critical battles are won or lost. Mastering your mind means mastering your interpretations. It requires you to stop being a passive receptacle for every thought that floats into your awareness. Most people's thoughts are just uncontrolled reactions to external stimuli, echoes of past conditioning or future anxieties. A master of his citadel doesn't let just any thought command his emotional state. The practical technique here is to cultivate the habit of the conscious pause. When something happens, you get a negative email, someone cuts you off in traffic, a plan fails, you consciously create a space between the event and your response. In that space, you question your initial automatic interpretation. You ask, is this interpretation true? Is it the only possible interpretation? And most importantly, is this interpretation empowering me or weakening me? You then consciously choose an interpretation that serves your higher purpose. This setback is not a failure, it is feedback. This criticism is not a personal attack, it is data I can choose to use or discard. This obstacle is not a roadblock, it is a test designed to make me stronger. When you master this rampart, you become immune to the petty provocations and unpredictable chaos of the external world, because nothing can breach the walls of your citadel without your conscious permission. Finally, we come to the third and highest wall, the rampart of intention, mastering your spirit. Discipline without a why is just empty suffering. It's unsustainable. Your intention is the great organizing principle of your life. It is the flag that flies over your citadel, signifying what you stand for. It is your ultimate purpose, your North Star, your highest conception of the good. Without this, your citadel is just a well-defended fortress with no king and no purpose. Mastering this rampart means defining this purpose with absolute clarity. It requires you to sit down and do the hard work of answering the question, what do I truly serve? Is it truth? Is it freedom? Is it building a strong family? Is it creating something of value for my community? Is it realizing my fullest potential? You must define it, write it down, make it your ultimate law. Once your core intention is clear, it becomes the final filter for every decision. Before taking any significant action, you check it against this rampart. Does this action serve my ultimate intention? This simple question cuts through confusion like a sword. It makes difficult decisions easy. It aligns every aspect of your life, your career, your relationships, your habits, into one powerful, coherent direction. You are no longer a collection of conflicting desires. You are the integrated embodiment of a singular, powerful purpose. And this is how the Citadel Principle transforms your life. It creates a powerful synergy. When your physical impulses are disciplined, your mental interpretations are empowered, and your spiritual intentions are crystal clear, your external actions become powerful and effective almost automatically. You stop trying to transform your life, and you simply become the man for whom a transformed life is the natural, inevitable consequence. Your outer world always, eventually, reorganizes itself around the order and strength you have cultivated within. So stop looking outside yourself for the key. Stop waiting for the world to change. The world doesn't care about your plans or your dreams. It responds to strength, to clarity, to power. And that power is not found out there. It is forged within, behind the walls of your own mind, your own body, your own spirit. Your life's work is not to rearrange the kingdom. Your life's work is to become the master of your citadel. Master the rampart of impulse. Master the rampart of interpretation. Master the rampart of intention. This is the great and noble pursuit, the only one that truly matters. Do this and your life won't just change, it will transform.